if I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want 200 million for Benavidez.
Boxing fans are buzzing again in 2025 as rumors of a blockbuster fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford resurface. While Canelo shut down talks of this mega fight months ago, this time it's not just him. A heated clash between Terence Crawford and Turki Alalshikh has sparked fresh drama, threatening to derail what could have been the most historic showdown in boxing.
Worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Masvidal.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights.
Talks of a potential fight with Terence Crawford were put on ice by Canelo Alvarez, who felt the hype was stealing the spotlight from his September unified super middleweight title defense. Meanwhile, Turki Alalshikh and Crawford faced mounting pressure to make the fight happen, but Canelo's decision crushed their efforts and any big plan.
You say, I want Canelo. Is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like, yes, man, touchdown.
The biggest hurdle right now is Canelo Alvarez himself, who's still willing to talk about fighting Crawford, but with one major catch: money. In the past, Canelo demanded a whopping $100 million for a Crawford bout. Now he's asking for $200 million to fight David Benavidez, claiming the size difference makes that fight a bigger risk for him. When Canelo was asked what he'd want to fight Crawford, he told one reporter he'd want $150 million. Was that a serious number or just talk? And did that response push Alalshikh to give up on making the... If both parties have a genuine desire to fight, it can and will happen eventually. In any case, the fight appears to be over right now. Those of us who have been in the boxing industry for a while know that death is a common idea. Crawford and Canelo, though, are still looking for other options. On one of the biggest mixed martial arts events of the year, Canelo is set to fight Edgar Berlanga Jr. in Las Vegas on September 14th, and on the same day, the Mexican legend will also be facing off with the UFC.
He want 150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him, I'm a threat to his legacy.
In a recent interview, Canelo Alvarez seemed to shoot down the idea of a huge fight with Terence Crawford, despite the hype from promoters. Canelo went on to explain why he's demanding a staggering $200 million for his fight against Benavidez.
Payday, obviously, but I don't want that fight. I think Teofimo deserves more than me.
He's the king at 140 right now.
He's definitely dangerous, an excellent fighter, and when we face off, he'll be 25 pounds heavier. It's a risk, but if the money's right, I'm in. For instance, if a $200 million payout is on the table, promoters need a huge gate to make. It work, and Turki Alalshikh knows this. He went on his X handle dismissing Canelo's demand and saying he respects me, but doesn't like the way we do business. As for Canelo respecting me, I don't care. I'm focused on big fights at fair prices, and anyone who's after easy bouts won't like that. I'm not afraid to face Benavidez or Crawford, so I knew Canelo was just wasting time with excuses and numbers that weren't even realistic. I'm moving forward with big fights that benefit boxing, while he's on his path to easy, showy matchups. Alalshikh even threw shade at Canelo's fight game, saying he's been looking for easier fights since his loss to Bivol, and I get it, after that he's been all about picking soft targets.
Right now,
Yeah.
Turki has said that he's not interested in the fight anymore. What's your reaction or your response to that?
Wait, take it easy.
After Canelo Alvarez delayed talks for months and then agreed to a $100 million purse, Terence Crawford was left frustrated. He had seen a fight with Alvarez as the biggest of his career, the one that would set him up for his biggest payday. It's disappointing that Crawford is now demanding more money, claiming he's the one who started the whole thing and would have been fine with Canelo's offer if not for all the drama Canelo's caused over the past few months. It's especially strange since Crawford was the one who pushed for the fight in the first place and seemed willing to take whatever money was on the table as long as it was.
Canelo's going back and forth with Turki, and if that fight is off the table, are you really motivated still by becoming undisputed at 54? And yeah, like what's the biggest motivating goal or fight out there? If
Terence Crawford argues that he has more to lose than Canelo in their fight. Not only would he give up his WBA super welterweight title, but he'd also risk his undefeated record of 41-0. Meanwhile, Canelo has 62 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws, so another defeat wouldn't be a major blow to his career. But let's be real. Crawford has earned his spot as one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world, after becoming a 4-weight world champ by beating WBA super welterweight champion Israel Madrimov in August. Crawford is considered one of the best.
What's the biggest motivating goal or fight out there if the Canelo fight just can't happen?
To be honest, that was my motive.
Since his debut in the Riyadh season against Madoff, Terence Crawford has been linked to some big names for his next fight, including unified super middleweight champion Saul Canelo Alvarez. These fantasy matchups are starting to seem more possible, but fans will have to wait a bit longer for Crawford's return to the ring. He's set to appear on DAZN and AIDS boxing show, and His Excellency Turki Alalshikh isn't holding back on his thoughts. "I tried pushing for this fight, but Crawford's just not ready," said Alalshikh. "He'll have to wait until later in 2025 to step back in." The guy behind the Riyadh season events even hinted that Crawford might be a
Like, you know, it's crazy and it makes me laugh with all the
Experts believe the fight would likely take place in the super middleweight division, where Canelo is king. Crawford, moving up from light middleweight, would be looking to make his mark by capturing a title in his 3rd weight class and joining the elite ranks. If this fight happens, it'll definitely go down in history, featuring 2 of the biggest names in sports with a thrilling twist. Early predictions are in, and the consensus is that Crawford might play it safe in the first round, sizing up Canelo's strategy. As the rounds progress, the fight is expected to be a chess match, with Crawford possibly edging out a narrow split decision victory.
credit and all this type of things, but Canelo been fighting smaller guys his whole career.